Recently, I've been doing a lot of scavenger hunts live on my channel, and hopping from random dream islands has caused me to realize something. Old islands pre the huge 2.0 updates seem to have disappeared. Every random dream island I seem to stumble upon by using the Surprise Me feature appears to have been added to the game post 2.0 update. This is evidenced by the new items that weren't in the game before November 2021. Even sometimes when I feel like I'm not seeing any newer items on an island, one will just suddenly pop up somewhere. To me, this is honestly pretty strange given that the game has been out for 2 years, and a huge chunk of players likely would have uploaded their dream address in 2020 when the feature was first added, leaving them there on the database, yet seemingly they can't be found. Nintendo hasn't deleted these old dream addresses, which many people still have, likely to back up their old save files before restarting, but it definitely seems like Nintendo has taken them out of rotation on the random dream visits, or made them much less likely to stumble upon. Even if you were to find an old island, it's practically impossible to tell as every island has been fitted with the new Morning Stretches radio outside of Resident Services Plaza. Back in the days of Animal Crossing New Leaf, when the huge Welcome Amiibo update dropped and changed so many significant things about the game, Nintendo made the move to basically delete all of the old dream addresses, making way for a new change code system. This understandably frustrated a lot of players who now had lost old islands that they enjoyed visiting. This is something that even happened to me with a lot of my old dream addresses. At this point, those islands were basically gone forever with no hope of recovery. Now, thankfully, this wasn't the case with the 2.0 update. This is something that I feel like could have happened with how much they changed on your island, but thankfully it didn't. You can still visit your old islands from the past. It just seems like now, these islands can't be found randomly by people using the Dream Suite, which is definitely a shame in my opinion. My guess is that Nintendo has purposely taken these old islands out of rotation so that they can bring focus to the many new items added within the 2.0 update, and also show off islands that have been recently updated. After all, a lot of older islands might not have been touched in literally years now, and don't showcase the full potential of the game after updated to 2.0. It might still be possible to encounter older islands that were made before 2.0, but I imagine the chances of finding them are now much lower. I've probably visited 500 random islands in the last 2 months alone, and only a few of them had no 2.0 items. Even if they don't have any, that's still not to say they weren't shared post 2.0, as the player just might not have any of the newer items. It's interesting to think that a piece of the game's history might be harder to find now, but I also get why Nintendo would do something like this. Highlighting islands that have been recently updated is a good idea and highlights the active player base when realistically so many islands out there must have been abandoned now 2 years on. After all, August 2020 is when we actually got the Dream Suite update, so it basically has been 2 years since that point. I really love this feature though, and especially the random dream visit button as well. It's really exciting to see what kind of random island you might stumble across. But let me know in the comments section down below, have you noticed this as well when visiting random dream islands, and how often do you use the Dream Suite in the game? If you made it to the end, then be sure to comment Bob's Gang down below so I know that you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like to support the content, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on channel notifications for more Animal Crossing New Horizons videos. If you want to help support me and my channel, click the join button down below the video or the link in the description to become a channel member and a member of the Bob's Gang. You can get a whole bunch of really cool perks for doing so, such as exclusive emojis, a badge by your name, exclusive content and posts, and so much more, so be sure to check that out.